access roads that lead out here to the backcountry, and you have residential housing on these roads. You have different ranches out here, campsites in the areas that are permitted. And then the other thing these roads access are some of the local heritage sites. They're worth visiting responsibly and definitely worth protecting.
Check this out, Charlie.
It's important that when we visit these sites that we respect and protect so that we can see the past into the future.
Quite a setup they had here.
Yeah.
The Yavapai, their rock art is much newer and it's all red. So you can see that versus some of the older white stuff up under this overhang. This would go back to the ancestral Puebloans. That's probably from the 11 or 1200s.
Wow.
They were in here from about 1050 to 1350 AD. From about 1,000 years ago to 700 years ago. And you can see handprint and it's small hands. It tells you the women, the kids, everybody was helping to build these walls, packing in the mortar. Right here, you can see the dimples from their fingerprints where they're pushing the mortar in before it dries. These would be the holes for the joists for the roof line of the first story. Focus on the white scratching here more than it, because believe it or not, this coal is preserved. That's literally from the first homesteaders. Yeah, the historical inscription. This is Mrs. Walter Earl Van Daren, October 12, 1884. So Van Daren was one of our early settling families. But like the Aurelio 2018, this white scratching, that is obviously more modern graffiti. There's probably a couple spots I can show you down here. But some of the oldest rock art here is these black dots up on this ledge. That pointillism style imagery. And you see it on the back wall back there, where the Sinagua literally built over that pointillism style. Those guys were here. That goes back most likely to the Archaic period. And then come the Sinagua. And then come the first settlers. This gentleman, Schuerman, he is the gentleman who brought the first archaeologist here in 1895. So Schuerman is one of our early settlers, as well as the Blacks, the Purdymans, Van Darens. So you have some kind of an interesting thing with the archaeologists, a differentiation between modern graffiti and what they consider historic inscription. So in historic inscription, there's some definitive 50 or however many decades old and done by people who are of historical significance in that area, like our first settlers, versus modern graffiti that's done in times where we all know better and after the Antiquities Act and everything else. So, when you're visiting sites like these, practice the TREAD principles. Travel responsibly, respect the rights of others, educate yourself, avoid sensitive areas, and do your part. I'm Daniel, I'm with Pink Chief, and we tread lightly.